Hello, welcome. I just wanted to show, excuse the squeaky chair, but I just wanted to show a deck I got recently, and for some reason I expected it to be something else. I do like looking at all the old images which they're based on. I think the one closest in time to us is like 1883, I think. I'll have to look in the book again. But I wanted to show it anyway, even though I'm not real keen on all the Bible references in here, but that's okay. Totally my fault for not looking into it more. If I'd have looked a little bit, I would have caught that and probably not got the deck. But what you're seeing here, and I think I got it from the person's website because I can't find it for Etsy, Amazon, or any of that. But that's the book. This is the box. I'll pick it up. That's what the side looks like. That's what the back looks like. That's what the other side looks like. The R and the tarot is kind of backwards for some reason. And it does have that extra nice flap thing on the box. So there it is. This is the Fool. This is the back of a card, just as an example. And then we'll go through the majors and then the minors. So I'll pause you here if I can. Okay, here we have the minor arcana for this deck, from the Magician to the World. And I'll pick up the Fool. You can see it's chipping there. That's interesting. And there's the Fool, if it'll stabilize. That's what the backs look like. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on there, but I think they're reversible if you're interested in this deck. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. I'm just put off by the book a little bit. But I could forget about the book, I suppose, and just concentrate on these images themselves because they're nice. Let's do a little quick, if I can keep my hand out of there, zoom in so you can see up close. It's probably going to get the Hanged Man and Death, I think. And let's see. It looks pretty good. So let me go back out and then we'll move on to our first minor suit. Okay. I think that's about right. Sorry about the hand. And I should be back shortly. Here we have the first suit of the minor arcana. On this deck, it's called Staffs. Normally, this is the Wands. And there's some interesting images there. It's kind of a sepia brown to black. So there's black and like a light brown and dark browns. It's interesting, but like I say, I was just put off a little bit, but I'm just doing this for anyone who might be considering it. At least they can get a clear look at it. So I'll be right back with the next suit. Okay, I'm back with the suit of cups, which has a bit more yellow, like I'm not sure what, a beige maybe, or manila. I'm not sure what that color is. But again, I some of the images I like. They're interesting. The symbology is interesting. And at the end, instead of doing a spread, I think I'll show some of the book in fairness to anyone who might want to see inside a little bit. So I'll let this go for a second, then pause and go to the next suit. Okay, here we are in a third suit to the minor arcana. These are the swords, and I see, again, interesting to look at. But I see a glare on this one, so glare I can't do much about. Maybe I can. Maybe that made it better. The sun's popping in and out. I have a light on, but I'm not sure it's making much difference. Let's see what we have here. Look at that. Yeah, so maybe taking a second look at the book would be an okay idea. I just have to skip over some bits. So I'll be right back with our last suit. Okay, I'm back with the Pentacles. For some reason, several of these cards in here strike me as having more colors than the other suits. Like that one, that one, that one. Interesting. It's interesting. So I'll come back and try to show, well, I can just do it now. There were extras thrown in with the order. I forget how much this was, but I think it was less than 40, I think. I guess that's something to key ring, or I'm not sure. It has a hole in the top. So there was that extra. A little sticker for whatever that deck is. I think seems like I have that, but I don't know. And then 3 of the same ones, which kind of match the book cover. 3 stickers, that is. And I guess that's where I got it, www.dwellwithprudence.com. And this, in case I haven't said it several times, Wisdom's Chariot Tarot. And I guess the person's name is D.W. Prudence. And this is another, feels like sticker. Spiritus, Aqua, Corpus, Air, Anima, Ignis. And on the bottom it says Tarot, Kabbalah, Alchemy. Interesting combination of things. Oh yeah, the book. The book is one of those with that, matte soft finish, I guess. And there's the back, and I believe that might be D.W. Prudence. I'm not sure. And it has kind of the way it's laid out and everything. Reminds me of books I've gotten on Lulu, but I'm not sure where this is actually printed. Because I don't think it says. I'm not even sure it actually has a copyright, which is unusual. Here is the person's about the author. Daniel E. Hopefully I'm holding that up well enough. Daniel E. Loeb. And perhaps you can read that if I hold it still for a little bit. You can pause if you're interested. Seems to have had a very varied career. And something in a little triangle there he's forming with his hands. And then basically it just dives right in, what little I read. And I'm pretty sure I got through page 1, which I'll try to hold in such a way as you might be able to read it. And then I believe it's on page 7, which is page 2, kind of. I got started to hit Bible quotes like Corinthians, Matthew, and that's all fine. I grew up with all that, but it just doesn't appeal to me at this point. But if it appeals to somebody else, hopefully this has been helpful in deciding if you want to get the deck, how to use the book, which goes on for divination in the Bible. Maybe I'd want to go back and read that for sure. And it goes on a bit and a bit. Wow, a bit more than I thought it was. Then it has something about reading tarot cards. There's the moon. It's not a bad moon. I like that guy with the sun and the magnifying glass thing. A cat looking at its reflection. And maybe that's a fox, a bunny. So symbolically, there's a lot going on in here. There's somebody doing a painting of an angel, it looks like. That's the moon card. If I can hold it up there well enough. Huh. So maybe look again before it does give you, before I decide against it. It's the Celtic cross, of course, and then there's something called the Crusaders cross, which I'm not sure I'd ever do that one. And then there was a paragraph or two that I liked how it was worded. So it goes on a bit more than I thought it did. I thought it started right here. But as you can see on the Fool, it tells you who the artist and the author. I'm not sure why it's got artist, author. And then out there's the date. So if you want to go look up what this, it's based on a book, The Dance of the Dead. And it has a print in it from Hans Holbein. I wonder if that's the same as Holbein paint. But I may have marked a couple of those for some reason. I think I was trying to keep track of the dates and see which one is the closest to us in time. And that's the latest date I found in the book, 1833. Well, a lot of these seem to say the woodcut thing. Let's see what the next one was that I marked for some reason. The Queen of Staffs, 1791. And then everything else seemed to be in the 1600s. So that's nice that this was done in the book. So let me find the box. I'll find the box. And then we'll conclude this. Here is the box. Close it up. And there you go. That was not too long a show, but hopefully you could see it clearly. A look at the Wisdom's Chariot Tarot. With that, I will say peace.